So today's topic is going to be about the truth behind social media. Bam.
I was about to say, wait, are we going to say, hi, welcome back
to Mercy Meets Me.
You guys can tell.
Okay, we're changing it up a bit today.
It's just one of those days where you forget the order everything goes in. We try to switch it up. We're trying to make it more authentic.
Yeah.
And laid back. We want you guys to see everything. We're not always put together.
Like, just grab a snack, lay down.
Let that double chin hang, girl. Ain't nobody gonna look at you. Cause I be like this and my double chin be hanging.
I know. Sometimes Blanca and I FaceTime and our angles are so bad. We're like,
I'm just like, please don't judge.
Alright, but
yeah, today's
so
topic, like Aileen said, is the truth behind social media. And there are so many ways you can go with this, but we chose one path and that's the one we're taking.
Yeah, so if you guys want this to turn into a series or anything, let us know.
Yeah.
And if not, just listen.
Yeah. That works too. Just listen. Just back, enjoy,
and yeah.
Keep your judgments to yourself.
I was about and judge all you want. Keep them off the comments, please.
You are free to judge. Just don't let me hear you. Your opinion is for you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Who started?
Obviously, we're already showing the reels.
Yeah, if you guys thought we were always like, Jesus loves you, amen, we are like that, but 99.9% of the time, we're just like, bruh.
Seriously, what now? But yeah, so let's actually dig into this. We kind of just gathered some thoughts on specifically how social media affects us as maybe men too, but like I took it more on like women.
Yeah.
I feel like oftentimes social media just shows, obviously we just want to show one side of what our lives are. And I mean, obviously no one's going to post a miserable day on there, but it's more of like, oh, we have like set standards of what we should look like or what our life should look like and how we should live by, but none of that is actually like reality. You get me? Kind of like when you see a Photoshop model on a magazine, or have you seen like those, how women are posed like reality versus like Instagram and stuff? Like it just depends on what you want others to see versus what it actually is. And I feel like that's something, even people responded like to our poll or ask, what was it? The question thing that we sent.
It was
how does social media affect your life, your personal life? And we got some of those as a response, and I agree with that one because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't ever look skinny like that, or like that shirt's not gonna fit me from that boutique because
I ain't no extra small.
I have loose skin and there's a lot going on down there, and not in a good way. But just keep that in mind that nobody is ever perfect, and no one ever lives like what they show. So don't ever feel like you have to compare, all of that, and let that negativity sink you down.
Yeah, but you did click record, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
let me go double check. Yeah.
Okay. For a second, I don't remember you getting up. That's like, wait, she's speaking truth. She click record though.
I got up like 700 times. That's probably why it's like, oh, did you click it out? Yeah.
My turn. Okay, so my first thought was along the same lines of social media influences the way we think. Sometimes positive, but sometimes negative. Positive ways. I follow a lot of, Christian influencers, I guess I could say, just some Christian preachers, moms. I'm not a mom, but like moms. Sadie Robertson. Everybody knows who she is because she's like your go-to Christian girl. But those influence me positively, where I'm always like, they have Bible verses, they have, like Bible studies, they post positive things. But then there's the part where I'm following maybe celebrities who are always posting their like super extra small waist and I ain't no extra small, or they be posting, them living it up in clubs and stuff like that. And sometimes my flesh will be like, yo girl, you haven't hit a club up in a while, So sometimes it will affect you in a positive way where you'll push and it doesn't even have to be Jesus related, though that's what we like. But sometimes it motivates you to maybe work out, be healthy, you know, start a healthy habit. I see people who go hiking all the time and I want to go hiking.
Yeah.
That's influencing me positively. But then there's like the negative side I spoke about. So social media, the truth behind social media was more of a, what are the different things, how it affects our lives differently. And we did run a poll and people put positive ways that they are affected, but they also listed some of the negative ones where I relate to as well.
Yeah, we both related to them. And I feel like everyone deals with this, but obviously when you're not a part of the Christian community, social media is just like any other thing. And I feel like for us, that just, it affects us in a whole different way, whether we want to see it or not. But it does take a toll on so many areas. It's just like any other distraction or addiction. Like say, if you get the habit of drinking or gossiping, whatever, it's just the same thing. Like spending too much time on there and being addicted and having to feel like you need to shape your life to meet social media standards. That's like a wrong, you know? And I feel like we should never let it get that far or let it take over of our minds that far.
Yeah. Sometimes second point that I listed was sometimes we get carried away by trends or we hop on bandwagons that don't necessarily fit in with our faith, with our beliefs, with our values. I know I've seen a lot of things on social media and it doesn't even, and when we mean social media, we mean social media. There's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's Snapchat, there's YouTube. All these different YouTube, you know, there's all these different platforms where they run they do their own thing, and sometimes it pulls you in. Like, I shouldn't even say this, but like TikTok and those dances and the whole throwing it back, like, yo, Christian girl is fighting her flesh hard. But sometimes there's these trends and these bandwagons you want to join, you want to hop on, and you're like, okay, well, does that go with what I believe, with what my values are?
Yeah, that's a really true point, because oftentimes you just forget. It's just like any other thing. You see someone yawn and it's contagious. You yawn. And it's the same thing, like, oh, everybody's doing this. I'm gonna, like, on that TikTok, I'm gonna start doing that.
I'm gonna stop throwing it back.
Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's 13-year-olds. And it's like, yeah, but wait, Eileen, you're a single mom who loves Jesus, not all those TikTok dances.
You're 23, Blanca. You ain't supposed to be throwing it back. You gonna throw it back and you gonna hurt yourself.
We're not gonna find future husbands this way.
Not the ones we want, but yeah, sometimes, you know, it influences in the way where you want to hop on a trend or you want to hop on a bandwagon that just doesn't go with what we believe, with what we value. Maybe, I don't know, I see a lot of like cute couple things and cuddling and just stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, I want that. And Jesus be like, no, you don't want that, because that's not what I have for you. So again, social media, there's a positive side and there's a negative side.
Yeah, that is so true. And one thing I wanted you guys to keep in mind that I told myself to a while back, I was scrolling through my Instagram and it came to my mind, like, why do I have so many things and so many people that I don't relate to, and I don't want to see that type of lifestyle, because like Blanca said, you can be easily dragged in, like people that are out clubbing every week, which if that's your thing, that's your thing.
We ain't judging.
There's a difference when you have a different mindset. And because you guys are probably like, if you're like, well, I don't have your mindset, and that's cool, like, no problem with that. But I'm just saying, like, personally, it's like, oh, I don't want to view this, because then there's like, I'm gonna be right there, like, oh, I'm trying to be like that now.
Like, we're not judging, but we're also not trying to sin. So if you are not filling my life with positive things,
like if it's influencing you in a bad way,
I'll go ahead and go on.
Yeah.
Unfollow. That doesn't mean I'm gonna unfollow y'all because
And that,
if you're watching, we probably have the same beliefs. So.
Yeah, and that's what I did, I did I just cleansed out a lot of, and it wasn't even like people that were local, it was even celebrities there was just a lot on there, and I was like, bye, it doesn't matter anymore, moving on. And it helps you a lot. And then something I just kind of did was switch into more positive influencers. Like, I follow a lot of motherhood pages who also share the same interests in Jesus as I do. So it's just about those little things. Just freshen up your feeds and just add more people that you can actually relate to and connect to, and just build you can build a community between interact with those that are close to you. And I feel like this is what we're trying to do with Mercy Meets Me. It's like, hey, we get it, we relate, we're all in this struggle bus together.
I think one of the main things we want to point out is that we're not saying cancel out social media, don't use it, because basically, so Mercy Meets Me is built on the social media platform. We YouTube, we Instagram, we Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We are trying to build not our brand, we're trying to build our family on social media. So we're not saying don't use social media, we're saying be careful how you use it. Be cautious and be alert of what you're viewing. Yeah. For example, she says she follows a lot of motherhood and Christian pages. I had to do some cleansing too, because I just had a bunch of single football players on there because yo girl is thirsty. So I had to go and reflect on, girl, you probably don't need all these shirtless men on your Instagram
that's
feed.
What I meant when I was like, I have others like Ed Westwick shirtless all the time, and I'm like,
because how is that influencing you? He's gonna make you sin. He's gonna make you think thoughts that are not supposed to be there. What I'm trying to go at is just, you need to be mindful about what you follow, because that's what you're putting into your mind, into your spirit, and into your soul. So if all you are following are things that are making you think, you're not enough, or making you think bad about yourself, or making you just want to do things that don't align with your values, maybe you should rethink, what are you following? So maybe I should unfollow a lot of these single shirtless football boys and follow more Jesus related pages. And I'm speaking about myself. I think I don't know if I mentioned it because it got cut off, but I'm trying to be raw and honest and real, because I want you guys to be able to relate. I don't want to sit here and put on a face, put on a mask that I'm a perfect Christian girl who's never sinned, because your girl is a sinner. And that's why I'm up here preaching the gospel, because I need Jesus just as much as you guys do. Exactly. And so I think,
and I feel like that also ties into the truth behind social media, because even on YouTube, no offense to any YouTuber,
who happens to stumble upon any of the 24 followers we have, if you happen to stumble upon this,
the 2 viewers, I'm just kidding. But I lost my train. No, okay. But it's the same. It's so hard to find authentic content where it's I live that life too. I understand what it's like to go through crap like that and have those type of thoughts, because it happens to all of us, but no one wants to say, because they're so instantly judged and cut off. And it's no, be open, talk to people, yes, I can relate to you. Now when I'm looking at shirtless, I'm Blanca, help, distract me.
I can relate to your thirst, girl. I
relate. It's just nice to be real. Just whenever you can connect with someone and you feel that real, that's what we're trying to be with you guys that view us. It's not picture perfect life.
Yeah. And I don't know if we already hit this point, because when we were recording it cut off, but I hit the point where we're not telling you social media is bad. We're not telling you social media is bad, don't use social media, cut social media out. We're telling you, be mindful of what you have. Because the enemy will sometimes try and distort, will try to take something that could have potential to be good and tries to make it bad.
Exactly.
So we're not saying all social media is bad, we're just saying be careful and be mindful.
Yeah, just get a good benefit out of it. And, sorry, I probably went cross-eyed there for a quick second.
You okay?
Anyways, but, yeah, basically, I hope you guys just enjoyed this. And you just got a little shot of reality, and take that time to reflect on what you're viewing and what you're posting and what you're sharing, you know, and just know that we're here if you need.
You know, there's a verse in Matthew 5. I think it's Matthew 5:16 something, you know, where it says that we're called to be the light. We're called to be, you know, we're not of this world. We're called to be the light of the world. So if your social media is starting to look exactly like someone who doesn't know God, maybe you need to rethink everything you're posting and everything you're following and everything you're liking. We're not saying all is bad. We're just saying if you call yourself a Christian, if you say you love Jesus, you might want to represent that. And I'm not calling anybody out as much as, you know, putting myself in that category. Hey Blanca, you have a page that's dedicated to spreading the gospel. Is what you're following and liking aligning with what you're preaching? So just be mindful of what you like, what you post, what you share, what you comment on, what you comment. Let everything that come out of our mouth be nice, because
just spread positivity, and because that's what we need, more positivity in this world. So if you have the chance to do that, might as well just take it and do it.
Yeah, and I really hope you guys can relate, you know.
Yeah.
If you guys want more of the videos, we're just authentically us.
Yeah.
You know.
Please let us know. Like, and thank you guys so much for this feedback that you've been giving to us. So it helps so much. It helps us know what you guys want to see and what. Like, it's just nice to have that support.
It's nice to know.
Nice to know that someone's watching. It's not just me.
How do we put it? It's nice to know I'm not just throwing it up in the air with no one to catch it. It's nice to know there's people who are like, oh, I'm gonna watch her to judge her. That's okay. Judge me all you want, as long as you are viewing my videos. I'll be praying for you. Speaking of prayer, if you guys have any prayer requests, you can put them in the comments, DM us on Instagram or even on Facebook. We have a Facebook page now, so make sure you go and like it. We do post most of the stuff that we post on Instagram on there, but sometimes we share other stuff too. And I guess last but not least, we do have a giveaway coming up soon, so be on the lookout for that.
All right.
And I think that's it.
To wrap up.
All right.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a
gentlemen.
blessed. I really hope there's gentlemen, because I'm trying to find my future husband.
There's gentlemen.
So if y'all, girls, if you have single brothers, single friends, send them to Mercy Meets Me.
Oh my gosh.
Because your girl desperate.
I'm all about, I'm here, like, I want to date someone, but then they're like, all right, here's, I'm like, never mind, no.
And that's going to be our next topic, season of singleness.
Yeah.
Just a sneak peek into what it's going to be like.
And it's February next month, so all my single lady community, gather up with me.
All right, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. God bless you guys.
Bye.
Bye.